Right, this is another thought from my best friend Heraclitus, the pre-Socratic ancient Greek philosopher. The basic notion is seeking immortal fame amongst mortals. So this is kind of a fun idea for me. So basically the gist of this, the notion is this. You know, a lot of people stuff their bellies like cattle and do base things like enjoy like base pleasures like, you know, playing video games, watching porn, watching movies, and reading kind of like mindless things. But perhaps the best life is where we seek immortal fame, where whatever artworks or things that we create and produce will last forever. So this is a very powerful sentiment because Heraclitus, I don't know, he wrote this, well, like 2,000, 4,000 years ago, whatever it may be, and it still rings true today. So obviously we don't have it in our control whether our artworks or ideas will last forever, but I think what we could do is we can increase the likelihood of our ideas being able to stick. So how do we do that? So what I think and what I've been doing is essentially don't censor yourself, don't be afraid to speak your mind, don't strive to be politically correct, but just love knowledge for the sake of knowledge, and obviously knowledge that's practical, philosophical, deep, which could motivate and empower our fellow human beings. So now what I try to do is when I'm talking with friends, family, myself, doing these videos, vlogs that I'm writing, making artworks, I'm really striving to pursue ideas and thoughts which are personally interesting to me, and also ideas and thoughts and stuff like that which make no sense to me. And so a lot of me sharing my knowledge and my wisdom is that I'm just trying to better understand things for myself, and whenever I figure out these kind of philosophical or etymological quizzes in my own mind, there's a great joy of feeling like I overcame some sort of nonsense or some sort of ignorance. So even for myself, I feel like smarter and wiser actually when I become less ignorant, and also when I become less fearful and less afraid, and to become more confident, more courageous in my thoughts and stuff like that, and essentially just kind of learning how to question everything. So the fun thing with knowledge and wisdom is that, you know, no matter what, no ultimate truth or knowledge will ever be created. And that's what makes living life so great, is that everything ultimately comes down to people's opinions, their own personal aesthetics, their own thoughts. And this is what keeps the whole game going, is that, you know, everyone wants to just give their own spin on it. And to me, this is such a powerful thought too, because that's what it all comes down to, right? Is all the thoughts you share, it's just your own spin on things. So there's even another Heraclitus quote that, like, essentially time is a game played by a child, like playing checkers, like moving the pieces around. And so I almost wonder too, like, even if we think about, you know, the law of physics or whatever, conservation of matter or energy, whatever, is that the universe has a certain fixed amount of energy, and that whenever we create artworks or whatever, or anything, we're just essentially taking the matter which already exists, and we're just kind of moving around and rearranging it. So even if you think about the sculptor, what does a sculptor do? They take a piece of marble and they reshape it and remold it to their own heart's desire. What do we do as photographers? We walk around, we see things in embodied reality, and we capture it, we frame it, and we do things to it to express our own personal take on things. So even with blogging, vlogging, writing, and stuff like that, you know, we all share the same language, and, you know, we have similar modes of expression and symbols and stuff like that. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to take this matter which already exists. Like, let's say in English we got the alphabet. We just take all the alphabet words and stuff like that and try to string them together in novel ways. And you could do that for 10 quadrillion years and still never find an end to it, never get bored of it. So the thought is just be optimistic, be hopeful, know that you're constantly in a stream of becoming, everything's in flux, and that's what makes life so beautiful and worthwhile.